think of the Black Panther movie and what did that mean? Did you all see it?
I haven't seen it yet. I'm looking forward to it.
Trust me, man. I was there first day, dressed in all black with my family. I thought the movie was well done. But the thing that moved me the most is that what it showed was that you can write a story, a script, that has predominantly black actors, good guys, bad guys, heroes, villains, and it would just, captivate the audience. Where I went, it was the majority of the audience was not African American, and people were glued to the screen, and I think that it was very, very positive. And like I said, Marqueece and I were joking at a press conference yesterday, and that he is the Black Panther. So for his birthday, I'm gonna get him a little Black Panther costume.
All right. We got to see that picture, that image. Definitely.
The Black Panther movie is important for Los Angeles, and I think African Americans in Los Angeles, particularly those who are in the creative businesses. Important thing that happened with this movie is not only is it the #1 movie here in the United States, it's the '1 movie in South Korea, it's the #1 movie in Israel, it's the '1 movie in South Africa. And a big thing that's put a cap on our folks in the movie industry is, well, your movies don't travel, right? They don't do anything outside the United States. And what this showed is, well, this is all us, all our story, all our folks. Putting forward a story that is kicking butt all over the world, and I think it's going to open up so much opportunity in the future. So many more people will be able to work. So many more of our stories will get told.
I want to switch gears and you bringing up kind of the relevance of why I believe black press is more relevant than ever is in the current administration, the presidential administration. Just your all's candid thoughts on, and you've spoken on the record in the chambers of the administration as well, but your thoughts on President Donald Trump and just kind of the current scope of America at large, and from obviously a local perspective, what that means for us, because there's a lot of issues that you all are on the front lines of making sure maybe that doesn't come to our front door, and I think you all can speak better at that. But just, please share with them. Maybe we can start with you, Mr. President.
I think that his election is a perfect example as to why people need to stay vigilant. I think people thought that was an impossibility, and that there's no way that he was going to be elected. But he was. I think it also shows us that anywhere between 38 to 41% of the people in this country, they need us. We need to program with them so that they can see things like this coming. In Los Angeles, where we pride ourselves on diversity, I think that it's important for us to take a role in not so much fighting with the president, but with sparring with him. We have people that come up to us with some regularity and they ask questions about, why are you guys up front and trying to protect undocumented workers and what have you? The reason why is because we're all in this together. And when you think that President Trump is just attacking one set of people, that's not true. The day after he won, he called for investigations during the election process. That means in his mind, he wants to look at suppressing votes. Suppressing votes is a direct attack on African Americans. So I think that what we need to do is use this as a wake-up call to ensure that it does not happen again. And so when the public, see us sparring with him, there's a method to our madness. And people like the president, I hope we never ever have, that type of governance in the future. And that's why it's so important for us on a local level to go above and beyond.
And it's required us to be more aggressive and more progressive, not just reactionary. So we're providing resources for immigrant families. We don't want folks out on the street. We don't want people to feel that they have nowhere to go. We have a responsibility to protect all and to provide resources. And I think we're doing that in a way that has been rather unique. But it all comes back to recognize the importance of family, the importance of our children, of keeping our families together, not trying to break them up, but making resources available so that our families are strong. Our individuals are able to participate in our system, and that they can be actively engaged. So I took some criticism for providing funds to assist those who are undocumented become legal, to gain their citizenship. But this is the American way. And we don't create more opportunities by closing areas off, by limiting areas. And so I think that the Trump administration certainly has been a wake-up call for all of us. His blasphemy has not just been directed at Latinos or Mexicans, but Asians and Africans as well. And so we are all in this together, and I think we've got to work together to make those changes.
Thank you.
No, I think it's right. I think it's an alarm bell and a wake up call. I think for all of us in the United States, but I think particularly for the biggest generation of Americans alive today, millennials, who grew up under Obama, who never imagined something like this could happen. And so it's there and it's in your face, and you get reminded every single day. And I think what the best case scenario is that we turn this into a long-term and habitual practice of involvement and never letting down the mantle, because what we've seen is you let down the mantle for 10 seconds and here you go, you get pushed back 30 years. And it's a really, it's a bit of a nightmare, I think, for this country. But I think we will come out of it, and I think we'll come out of it stronger than ever.
And like the great late labor leader said, 70 years ago, we all came here on different ships, but we're all in the same boat now. And if there was ever something that would help unite us, this would be one of those things that I think we'd be irresponsible if we did not take advantage of this situation to bring the rest of us together.